Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. I'm YouTube famous now. I have no idea what song I'm going to sing yet, so get ready, because it's going to be whatever comes up. The album. Did I say I'm YouTube famous now? Because I'm YouTube famous now. Oh, I did just say that, didn't I? The album. Dad. AF. Oh, my cousin and I were singing this in the kitchen yesterday, so I was singing this. Hey, little thing, let me light your candle, because mama, I'm sure hard to handle now. Yes, I am. Yes, ma'am. That's what my cousin was saying. I don't know which one's right. Blinded by the light. Dressed up like a douche, and now I'm ready to go out. Do you guys remember that song? Oh my God, I love that song so much. Back in the day, my good Judy and I, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's get into this video, okay? I was going to tell this silly story, but I'll tell it some other time. I think I've actually told it before. Before I get into this video, at 1 minute and 4 more minutes and 14 seconds, I want to give a very, very special thank you to Adamandeve.com for yet again sponsoring another deliciously sexual and sensual YouTube video over here on my channel. Thank you so much, Adamandeve.com. It is Black Friday. Go check out Adamandeve.com. You can go over there. Listen, you can get all kinds of stuff, okay? You can get the sleeves, you can get the furnitures, the swings, not just for your patio, but for, did you ever want a swing in your bedroom? I did. I thought it would be, yes, I would love to have a swing in my bedroom. They've got movies over there. They have books. They even have a book that's called, it has sold over 35,000 copies. It's called How to Tickle His Pickle. Listen, I've heard it's a bestseller. They have all kinds of famous things. They do. They have famous things over there, okay? By famous people, if you know what I mean. They do. That, you know, like somebody does like a, you know, they put their thing in, I can't even talk about it. They put their thing in, like, you know, then there's like, it's a statue of it, kind of. But then you can use the statue for your own personal use. They have all kinds of things over there. And listen, I have to tell you, okay? I say this all the time. The holiday season's around the corner. And my friends that are couples, they always call me up and they're like, don't you have a code at Adamandeve.com? And I'm like, yes, please use it, because they like when you use my code. And they're like, yeah, we've been wanting to get something for a while, but will you know what I use? And I'm like, no, I won't know at all. And they're always like, they call me up and they're like, thank you so much for your code. That was so cool. I really appreciate it. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Listen, half of Alex's girlfriends, they've used my code. All of my friends use my code. You should use my code because you're my friends. You're my good Judy. And listen, I said this the other day. Okay, for the holiday seasons, you want to get like a nice gift for your partner. You want to get a romantical gift, you know, take them out to dinner somewhere, buy him flowers, something like that, him or her. And then you also want to get something sexual. You know what I'm saying? Because don't you want to get some in the bedroom? Okay, do something exciting. Spice it up. Go to Adamandeve.com and get something special for the holidays. And over there today, well, not just today, but any day, with my code Peter, you get 50% off your first item plus shipping and handling in the US and Canada. They have 24-hour customer service and 90-day hassle-free, which means if you get something, if you read the first, you can read the whole Pickle Your Tickle or Tickle Your Pickle, and you can say, I haven't learned anything from this, and I don't want to read it anymore, and you can send it back and hassle-free. They give you your money back. See? Isn't that cool? And 20% of all of their proceeds go to the fight of HIV, and prevention and fight of HIV and AIDS around the world, which I think is fantastic. So go check out Adamandeve.com. Thank you, Adamandeve.com. All the information's below for sponsor. I always wanted to do that back in the day before I had a YouTube channel. It's below. It's all below. Go check it out. And thank you, Adamandeve.com, for sponsoring yet another video on my channel. So, all right, let's get into this video. Now, I'm going to talk about, just real quickly here in a little bit, I got some kind of funny drama to do with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star that a lot of people are talking about, but when I saw it, I was like, this is kind of funny, and I had somebody send me some stuff that is exclusive. I have exclusive tea out there about Jeffree Star, so we'll talk about that in just a second. And I actually have some comments that I'm going to read, because people are like, where's my lip gloss? People, well, actually, I was going through my, no, we do have one of those drawers in our bedroom, an Adam and Eve drawer, so to speak. But I was looking through for my Lucky Charms lip gloss here, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. But I was looking through my drawer, and you know what I found? I forgot about this. Y'all know Sean Cody. That famous website, Sean Cody. I forgot. They reached out to me and they're like, we love you. We're fans of you. And you guys, they sent me like tank tops and t-shirts, and they sent me this like, I was looking for this like a phone, you know, flip thing. They sent me all of this stuff, which is so cool. The people like Sean Cody are fans of me. Do you think if I had this on my phone, people would think I was a Sean Cody model? Oh my God, I wish. F that OnlyFans stuff. I could be I'm going to start me an OnlyFans. Don't you think I'm not? And listen, I'm going to sit there. I'm going to have on boxer shorts and like a shirt under. I'm going to be like the most interesting man in the world. And y'all are going to come and subscribe to my OnlyFans. Don't you think you are? Please do if I start it. I'm going to call it Foxy Peter. Anyway, all right. So let's get into this. I wanted to address some things, first of all. I think you guys know, and I was actually going to do a whole kind of like rant video about this, and I thought, you know what, no, I'm going to put this in a video where people are going to come over here and they're going to watch it and they're going to hear what I have to say about this. Because if I do a video and I call it, like, I've got some things to talk about, people will be like, is he doing a rant video? Is this funny? Blah, blah, blah. This is very serious to me, so I want to talk, I'm being honest, 100%. This is very serious to me, and I want to talk about this for a second, okay? You know, the other day in my video that I did, the last Jeffree Star video that I did, so it was 2 days ago, I talked in there about being sober. Now, I have been sober for 25 years and 11 months. I'm very proud of my sobriety. I've worked very hard at my sobriety. I am very active in a 12-step program. I'm very honest, okay, about not having been part of a program for 4 years and that I had no emotional sobriety. And I almost died inside, or I was dying inside because I had no spiritual foundation. I had no emotional sobriety. I talk all the time about how I lose friends of mine constantly to the disease of addiction. And I have lost so many people and attended so many funerals. It is no joke to me, okay? But I also talk about how we are not a glum lot and that we have a lot of fun, okay? And my friends of mine that are in recovery with me, we have so much fun. We laugh. And I want to be an example on YouTube and everywhere else of that there are people out there that are having great, amazing lives as a result of sobriety. My sobriety is the most important thing to me in my entire world, and some people don't understand when we say that. But the reason why is because if I am not sober, if that is not my number one thing, then I don't have my husband. I don't have my house. I don't have my, dogs. I don't have my relationships with family members and all this. I don't have any of this to be able to, interact with you guys and make videos and stuff. Because I'm going to be a complete mess, And I know that. Because my last treatment was my 5th treatment, and I had tried many, many times. And even today at 48 years old, I think to myself, well, maybe I'm not an addict. Maybe I'm not an alcoholic, because I got sober at 22 and a half. But see, I'm not willing to risk the possibility that maybe I really am deep down an addict at the expense of wanting to try out going to one of these cannabis stores, which sounds awfully good to me, or having a beer or doing that, right? Because see, this addict starts with a sip of beer, and I end up snorting something that's going to kill me, okay? And that's the reality of addiction, and I don't take it lightly, and I don't think it's funny, and I definitely don't think it's something funny to joke about or definitely weaponize against somebody else, okay? So today, there's this whole discussion. Well, first of all, this is what I want to say about my video the other day. I talked about this in my video the other day, and I talked about being so excited and happy about sobriety, okay? Because sobriety should be something that you are proud of. It is hard as hell. I can remember getting out of treatment 25 years and 11 months ago, or 25 years, 26 years ago, or something like that, and my counselor said to me, this will be the hardest thing you ever do in your entire life. And I talked about this at length a couple nights ago in my vlog. This will be the hardest thing you ever do in your entire life. And this is not an intro. This is part of what I need to talk about in my video today. Because this is my story. And this is my channel. And the channel is called Peter Monn. And I will talk about whatever I want to talk about over here. Okay? Jeffree Star addiction or whatever else. I don't care. But this is very, very important to me. And she looked at me as the day as I was getting out of treatment, she said, this will be the most difficult thing you ever do in your life, but it will also be the most valuable thing. Hold on to it with your life. Hold on to your recovery. Do not allow people to weaponize it against you. And if they do, pay them no mind. Okay? But I am going to pay some people some mind today because I'm a little irritated and frustrated from what I've seen. Because there are people that don't have tons of sobriety that are playing into all of this, and this can be very, very damaging. See, because I'm 25 years and 11 months sober. The things that affect me are not the same things that would have affected Peter sober at 3 months, 6 months sober, a year sober, 2 years sober, 5 years sober, 7 years sober, or 10 years sober. Because at that time, I did not have the sobriety. I did not have the social circle, the fellowship that I have today. I didn't have the circle built around me that I have today, that I have people to go to and talk to. So those things did get to me. When people would call me names and people would weaponize my addiction, it hurt. It tore down my insides and it started making me question myself. And those words are words that can lead me back to using. And like I said, that sip of alcohol will lead me to the death. And then I will be the next person you hear about. And I will be the next funeral that people will be attending. Because, see, I didn't make it. Because that's how strong my addiction is. So when somebody wants to joke about it, what they are saying to you, and when they weaponize it against you, because there's been this word junkie floating around on Twitter today. And I know that as soon as I talk about this, this person's going to turn around and they're going to make a video about it and tweet out. And you do you, okay? You do you. But this needs to be addressed. And this needs to be addressed seriously, okay? When somebody does that and they weaponize that word against you, because I will tell you this, I am a junkie, okay? I'm a crackhead. I'm an alcoholic, okay? I'm a wino. I'm whatever words you want to use against me that has to do with addiction. I am that person, but you better put in recovery after that, okay? Because, see, I am a junkie in recovery. I am an alcoholic in recovery. I am an addict in recovery, okay? I am a wino in recovery. I'm a crackhead in recovery, okay? I'm all of those things that you want to call me back then, okay, and today, but in recovery. But see, there are a lot of people out there that are not in recovery today. There are people out there that are still suffering from the disease of addiction and are dying. Every 9 minutes in our United States, somebody dies from an opioid overdose, right? There are people out there that are still suffering, which is why every single day that I get up, I pray for the still suffering alcoholic and addict out there that will never make it to the point of recovery. And their families and their friends will suffer. So when you call somebody a junkie and you weaponize that against them, what you are saying is, I wish death on you, okay? Because I'm going to make fun of this. So when somebody puts you down for your sobriety or your addiction, what they are doing, because, okay, and this is the ignorance of it, whether you want to believe this or not, addiction, as defined by the American Medical Association, is a disease. So it is like taking cancer or taking leukemia and throwing it in somebody's face, or taking HIV and AIDS and weaponizing it against somebody. It is one of the sickest things I have ever seen happen, okay? And I tweeted out today that sometimes Twitter makes me sad, and this is why it makes me sad. Because there are people out there that are fighting on Twitter right now, okay, about their sobriety. And that makes me so sad because, see, to me today, I think I felt compelled to talk about this in a video, but I can turn the camera off and I can walk away, and those words don't affect me the way that they did then, because you know what? I know I'm a junkie. I know I'm a junkie, okay? But I'm sober today, and I'm a junkie in recovery, and you can't take that away from me. You cannot take that away from me. Nobody can take that away from me. And if somebody weaponizes that for me, that's a real good way to exit themselves out of my life. And I noticed that somebody had put on Twitter, they tagged me in it, right? And they said, Peter Monn said it best, when someone attacks your sobriety, you cut them out, period. Well, I don't know that that's exactly what I said. That might be. Thank you for quoting me. I don't know. But what I did say, and I do know this, is something to the effect of that when somebody weaponizes your addiction or those words against you, and they use them against you, and they try to hurt you with them or make fun of you or whatever they're trying to do, without there being any care and compassion involved in that statement whatsoever, and saying, like, I'm going to try to help you, you know, and those kinds of things, then what they're really doing is they're really wishing death on you. And that's a really sad thing, isn't it? Because what they're saying is, I don't really understand all of this. And, you know, I educate people today. I talked about this on my Peterisms video today. You know, I said that when somebody calls me that word, I say, hey, you know what, that hurts my feelings, you know, because that's real personal to me, right? So let me educate you on that. But if they don't have any, they don't want to be educated, I cut them out. I'm done. I'm done with it, okay? I don't have time for that today. I'd rather give my time and my attention. My battery died. I would rather give my attention to those people, okay, that have not yet made it to recovery yet. That's what I want. I want people to be sober. I want people to live successful lives. And that's why I talk about it on my channel all the time, you know? Sad to me. It breaks my heart, you know? And I looked through this thread and I saw junkie, 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 junkie. I am a junkie. Call me a junkie, okay? I'll be a junkie for the rest of my life. But if you're going to call me a junkie, you better call me a junkie in recovery. And no, nobody called me a junkie today. And you know why people don't call me junkie and crackhead and all that kind of stuff? You know why I don't get those words? I got a comment the other day that somebody said, you better lay off the meth because I'm so, all over the place, right? But see, those comments don't really hurt me the same way that they used to back in the day, because when I first started getting those comments when I was on YouTube, I felt attacked. Today I don't feel attacked because I'm proud. Because today I'm proud. I'm proud of being in recovery. I'm proud of being sober. And I was proud when I got on YouTube too. I just wasn't used to all that, see? Because that's hard when you're a person in recovery and you got people attacking you on a social media forum. That's hard because that's that thing that you're the proudest of the most. Imagine that thing that you are the proudest of the most, okay? That's also been the hardest thing you've ever come in contact with in your entire life, the hardest thing you've ever gone through in your entire life, and somebody's going to use that against you, right? Like, that's hard. That's hard for us not to get empowered and get, feel empowered and get angry and feel rageful about that, right? And you feel what you need to feel. If you want to get rageful and you want to get angry and you want to do all that because somebody's doing all that, you do that, right? That's fine. That's okay. But what I want people to know out there is that, you know what, that word doesn't have a whole lot of power with me today, because I'll still be a junkie, I hope 30 years from now, in recovery, right? But see, because what I went through and where I'm at today, I am thankful for what I went through, because everything I went through is who I am today. And if I hadn't gone through those things, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So that word doesn't hurt me. You can't hurt me with that word, even though that's your intention when you do that, okay? Is to hurt somebody, but you can't hurt me with that word. Okay, what it shows me is that you're ignorant, and it says more about you than it does about me. And it says more about you than it does about any addict or alcoholic out there. And what it says is that you take that so lightly that you wish death on alcoholics and addicts. And that's sad, see? Because that's real sad, because there are people that are dying all the time from the disease of addiction in the world today. Not just the United States, not just Canada, Mexico. I mean, all over the world, people are dying every day from the disease of addiction, and I'm extremely passionate about it, and I'm very proud of it. And the other day in my video, there were so many people that dropped their sobriety dates in there, and I was like, yes, this is what it's about, right? So let's junkies unite over here and realize, okay, that there is a world after active addiction, and let's show that and let's role model that to people, okay? Because but for the grace of God, I might be the next addict or alcoholic that is dead. And then will I be so funny? Will that word be so funny anymore? I don't think so. So anyway, I wanted to say all that today. I think it needed to be addressed, and I think it needed to be talked about, and I think other people will probably be making videos about this, right? But it's not funny. And especially when we think about the word junkie and what drugs are specific to that word, okay? When you think about that, you know, that today, in today's time, back when I got sober, that word junkie meant anything. But today, it talks about opioids and heroin use, okay? When we talk about that today, when we think about the fact that there is a heroin addict that dies every 9 minutes in the United States, okay? That is real scary that we want to joke about that and use that to weaponize that against somebody. Think about that. Think about that for a second. Somebody that thinks that's funny, okay? And is continuing to think it's funny at this moment. No, I don't think that's funny. I think that's scary. I think it's real scary. And I've lost a lot of real dear friends that were heroin addicts, and I miss every single one of them. They were amazing, wonderful people. And you know what? They weren't bad people trying to get good. They were sick people trying to get well, and they just never got there. But maybe because they didn't, somebody else can, and I hope that. So let's never allow that word or those words to scare us or keep us down or whatever. Because I know who I am, and you can't tell me otherwise. But if you're going to call me those names, better put in recovery after it. And that's all I have to say. All right, let's get into my discussion of Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson today. Now, I want to address some comments that I received on my last video. Some people were not very happy about the fact that I make tons of Jeffree Star videos over here. I acknowledge that I make lots of Jeffree Star videos, okay? The reality is that I'm a drama channel. I'm a gossip and tea channel. I've made videos about Jeffree Star for 4 years. This is nothing new. Jeffree Star is one of about 5 to 10 people that I talk about on a regular basis over here. Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Trisha Paytas. I don't even talk about her that much unless she's in some kind of drama. You know, Manny MUA, Laura Lee, Nikita Dragon, Nikki Tutorials. You know, who else? Gabriel Zamora. I mean, there's 10 or 15 players, okay? It's not like we're sitting here and I'm going to talk about Sally Jo Smith, who's got 30,000, you know, subscribers, and I don't know, she gave a bad review of something. If I did that video, people would be so bored and they'd be like, what is this about, okay? So I got a lot of comments and people were like, you continue to make Jeffree Star videos. Jeffree Star doesn't want videos being made about him, stay out of the drama. I don't know, that's all I have to say about it, okay? But when people think that I have this like huge issue with Jeffree Star or have some agenda, I know it's real hard for you guys to believe this, but like, if you go watch my vlog and you watch my booktube videos, I'm probably more obsessed with cozy mysteries right now and trying to hit 100 books because that's my reading goal for 2020. And I actually just did a book haul today on my booktube channel than I am about Jeffree Star. Like, I literally filmed the video and I kind of like sit down for the half an hour, an hour before I make a video. This is a little inside scoop, okay? I sit down for a half an hour to an hour before my video, and I figure out what I'm going to say, what I'm going to make the video about, which mine are completely lame in comparison to a lot of other people. And then when I'm done, I reach over, I turn the camera off, I sit here like this, and then I wait 5 seconds and cut it off so I can cut the beginning and the end off. I upload it, I post it, I make a thumbnail, which half the time I'm sitting there like, I don't even want to make a thumbnail because I could care less to look at one more picture of Jeffree Star, okay? And then I post it. I have no emotional attachment to the man. I know that's really hard for you guys to understand, right? You think because you have such an attachment to him that I must have some kind of agenda. I will tell you what my agenda is. My daily agenda is to make a drama video on this channel because I love making drama videos. If Jeffree Star does something that is the highest point of drama than other things that are going on, I'm probably going to make a video about Jeffree Star, okay? If you don't like that, then you're right. This probably isn't the channel for you. And I'm going to continue to make Jeffree Star videos because I'm a drama channel, and I'm going to talk about whatever's going on, okay, out there, okay? And I said a while ago that I was going to talk about what I wanted to talk about in this channel. And if you didn't like that, I understand that, right? You know, it's like whenever I make a video about Shane Dawson, people are like, you make so many videos about Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson's been a hot topic in 2020. I'm going to continue to talk about him. But I wanted to read some of these comments. Someone said to me, you get off watching him fail in some way. No, I really don't understand that. I have given Jeffree Star so much constructive criticism. It is not my fault that he chooses not to take it. It is not my fault that he chooses not to grow as a human being and be sympathetic and empathetic towards others. I think people forget Jeffree Star a year ago when he wasn't the one that was failing, or he wasn't the one falling from grace, when he was coming for his friends and said, imagine not apologizing to people, calling people not his friends, calling people his names. But you all excuse that behavior, see? You all excuse that behavior. Now that somebody's out here calling him out, that's me, you don't like it. You think I have an agenda. Well, what was Jeffree Star's agenda back then? Did you ask yourself that? Because, we all have to have an agenda. No, maybe it's just that you don't like what I'm saying about Jeffree Star, and that's okay. Then go find you a kiss-ass Jeffree Star channel, because I can tell you, there's a lot of them out there, okay? That's what you want to read. But I'm over here talking truth. You get off on watching them fail in some way. Views, likes, dislikes, sales, comments. As much as you say you don't care about any of these influencers, it might be true. But seeing him fall from grace in some way puts a smile on your face. Absolutely not, okay? And this really, this does frustrate me. Because I would really like Jeffree Star to actually, if I started watching videos of his and he was sitting down and he actually just reached over and turned on the camera and said, listen, I need to talk to y'all, okay? I don't know what's happened in the last couple of years, but maybe I have lost myself. I need to really take a look at myself. I would get on this camera and I would sing Jeffree Star's praises and I would say I was super impressed. I've done it with other people and I would do it with him. And I would sing his praises and say I'm real impressed with the progress and the improvements that Jeffree Star's making in his life, and I wish him his best. I've said it over and over again. You can't pick and choose what you want to hear as truth over here. You can't say that's not the truth, but this is the truth, You can't pick and choose. I'm sorry. So anyway, then the next comment I got is, I dare you to call and say, hey, Jeff, it's Pete. And then, because I was talking about Jeff on the phone. I almost thought about it. I actually almost thought about it, and then I thought, no, leave the man alone. Then someone said, I am done with your videos taking down Jeffree Star 3 times a week. Seriously, Peter, take a look at yourself and ask if you are reporting news or if you have a bone to pick. And I want you to know I seriously did think about this. I'm sick of your childish activity and I'm unsubbing from you. My advice to you would be to start choosing diverse topics to report on and stop hounding certain people to death. It's not a good look, and that's why I can no longer be subscribed to a channel that is obviously narrow-minded and can't move on to other subjects. I hope you can move on to future subjects and wish you well. Goodbye. What other subjects would you like me to talk about? What other hot topics would you like me to talk about? Because here's the deal on my channel, okay? There are topics that I'm not going to talk about, okay? There's certain topics and issues that I feel like are too serious to be talked about in a drama or tea channel. I've said that a lot. So when a lot of these things come up with people being deplatformed and things like that, those are not topics I'm going to talk about. I try to talk about funny ha-ha things today, like the fact that Jeffree Star is on Facebook Marketplace being sold, which I'm going to talk about, okay? So, those are the things I think are kind of funny. I don't feel like me talking about the fact that Jeffree Star's tracksuit is in Goodwill is really tearing the man down, okay? That's I think people need to take a look at their obsession over him, right? I feel like that's kind of funny drama. If we had been doing that 2 years ago about Laura Lee, people would have thought that was funny. If we had been doing that 2 years ago about Manny MUA, people would have thought that was funny. Manny MUA came out and said, you know, my life is in the green, but my social blade is in the red, but my life is in the green. People made videos laughing at that, okay? People have, like, chewed these people apart. But it's, you want to hear some truths about Jeffree Star, about, oh, a tracksuit hanging in Goodwill, and that's really taking the man down, okay? Like I said in my video the other day, 1989 wants your humor back. Because you don't have a sense of humor. You can't laugh at these things. These people are huge public figures, you know? So anyway, but that makes me sad. I have 5 other channels. Please, I hope that you'll find another channel that maybe you'll like, because you'll see that I talk about all kinds of different things on 5 other channels, not just Jeffree Star. Someone said, it took you forever to talk about Jeffree. Wow, not cool. Well, my channel is about talking about all kinds of things. If you watch this and you haven't kind of gotten that at this point, then it's kind of like a variety show, and I talk about a lot of different things. It is what it is. But hey, I'm totally open to talking about other things. If you guys want to put in the comment sections other topics right now that you would like me to talk about, please let me know. And if you recommend topics to me on Twitter and things, and you're like, here, talk about this, and I don't talk about it, it's one or two things, okay? It's either I have no idea what you're talking about, and I'm not going to get on YouTube and spout out a bunch of opinions about something serious that I don't know what I'm talking about, number one. Or number two, I feel like the topic is too serious, okay? And I'm not going to do that and be negligent to whatever the topic is. I'm going to allow people that know what they're doing, that know what they're talking about, talk about it. You know what I mean? Because that would be where it was like, I'm just getting on video to make a buck because I'm trying to talk about something that I have no clue about, right? So, I mean, y'all can at least admit I know what I'm talking about when it comes to some of these people because I've talked about them enough. You know what I mean? You think I don't get bored of talking about Jeffree Star? If I never talked about Jeffree Star again in another video, I would be just fine. Trust me, okay? But I'm a drama channel, and that's what I do. And we've been doing it for a long time now. So, you know, let me know what other comments and things you'd like me to talk about. But since we're here, let's talk about Jeffree Star for a second, okay? Oh, my God. Anyway, let me get to my picture here. I got to go through. Oh, my. What was this comment somebody said? Oh, here is this person. Okay, so there's this Jennifer girl on Twitter. She is like the Jeffree Star super fan, okay? And I done seen her Twitter, so I know because she likes all these tweets by him and all this kind of stuff. She comes for me every time I make a Jeffree Star video. Girl, thank you for the view and thank you for the follow on Twitter. I appreciate it. You know, what, you follow somebody you hate so much, okay? Or is it just because you're trying to keep up with what I'm doing? Well, that makes sense, but thank you anyway. Okay, so, let me see. Oh, that was about BookTube. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me get to my pictures. Here it is. So I want to put this picture up here. This is from Alexis. Alexis sent this to me. She said I could use it. Alexis is from a small town in Minnesota. And she found this picture on Facebook Marketplace. And as you can see, it says, Jeffree Star palette, new eye glitter, and Jeffree lippies and brushes and setting spray. $40. I have this. What does it smell like? Pew, pew. The house will smell like this. It smells like lies and deceit and strawberry jam is what it smells. Lies and deceit and strawberry jam. But what I absolutely love about this picture the most is, oh, hold on a second, I got out of it. What I absolutely love about this picture the most is that she has this in the background. I live that she's selling this with me. I love this so much. It makes me so happy that can we not have some fun? So anyway, everything is in excellent condition. All new for $45. Well, hell, you could probably get it. It's cheaper than that over at Jeffree Star Cosmetics today because it's on sale. So there is that I wanted to talk about. Jeffree Star clearance. Once again, all his stuff is clearance, you know. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about was, where is it at? It's on the Reddit thread. Hold on, I had it all pulled up. Okay, I got so many comments about the fact that Shane Dawson's slimes have been released on his website or whatever. I think it's interesting, you know, like, back in the day, people were speculating that, like, oh, when Shane Dawson would come out with something on his website, even though he'd say, you guys, like, I know it's a really bad time, but, like, I don't want to release this stuff. But if you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it. Like, people were like, do you remember that? Those 3 o'clock in the morning infomercials on Instagram. As often happens when I am uploading my videos, I'm looking through social media and stuff comes up and I'm like, oh, I didn't see this because I was filming videos. So Shane Dawson just posted this up on his Instagram like an hour ago. And it says, I wasn't going to post about merch because I feel weird doing that. I mean, this is exactly, this is where people want to talk to me about Shane Dawson has grown and he has learned. This is like almost verbatim the things that he would say when he would come on at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't going to post about merch because I feel weird doing that, but I know people appreciate sales, so I wanted to let you know about it. Okay, so this is his concern. Are you ready? With everything that's come out and everything that he's not addressed, he knows how much his fans like sales. Sales that equal money in his pocket, right? So he plays it like he's doing it just not for him. He's not doing it for him at all. He's doing it for you guys, okay? Because he knows how much you guys like sale. Everybody's having Black Friday sales today, Shane. Are you new? Did you just wake up yesterday? Everything is 40% off, and also the slime, which I've been working on for a long time, is finally out, and I really love it. No pressure to get anything, obviously. Obviously. Like, he doesn't want anybody to feel like they have to get anything. I know there's way more important things to spend money on right now. He said that before in his 3 o'clock in the morning Instagram stories as well. Just wanted to let you know because I know sales are something people enjoy. I hope you're having a good, safe Black Friday. So if that's the case and people enjoy sales, why don't you just keep your stuff on sale all the time? Like never, I mean, you know, or has it been? Because I think there's been a lot of sales over on the Shane Dawson merch website for a while. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. Let me know what you think. He's slowly starting to post other things. He also posted up here 18 hours ago, thankful for my other half with Ryland. And some other things on there, so you can go check out his Instagram. He's slowly coming back, I think, like I had said. So anyway, what do you guys think about that? Let me know. And people were like, oh yeah, he probably has a contract that he has to release it at such and such date. No, Shane Dawson owns the rights to all this stuff. He could say, pull it. I'm not releasing it, right? So the fact that in the middle of all this, people are speculating that he is like literally about to come back out right around the corner. I think around, because he was in a podcast with Shane, or with Rylan and Trisha. I haven't listened to it yet. Should I listen to it? Y'all want me to listen to it and give my report on it? I will. Apparently there were all these people in the comment sections, imagine that, that were like, oh Shane, like I could care less what you did, I forgive you and I love you forever. And so people were speculating on the Shane Dawson thread that he's coming back here real soon, that he's testing the waters out. Well, I mean, obviously this is a way for him to make money, these slimes. I have seen so many people, I have like a lot of people that like my videos on my vlog and stuff that I've seen talking about how they can't wait to get the Shane Dawson merch, you know? This is where people think like, I have friends of mine that love Shane Dawson, okay? To this day, I don't understand it. I don't get it. But I'm like, hey, do you, okay? Carry that backpack around with pride if you need to. But I wouldn't be caught dead in it. But that's just me. Okay. So anyway, his slimes came out. Hold on a second. And I went down here and I want to see what people had to say. Someone said, yeah, I got an email for this too. I don't know why I get the Shane Dawson emails. I have no idea. I've never purchased anything from there. Someone said, yeah, I got an email saying that there was a sale. I legit forgot that he had merch. Oof. Someone said he made these a while ago. Got to sell the ordered stock, I guess. Well, you don't have to, okay? Someone said, was too late to just stick a generic cap on and offload it to random toy stores, I guess. Someone said packaging most likely costs the most for this. Because the packaging is, here, I'll put it up here so you guys can see it. It is, here, let me take a screenshot. It's like, has like a pig on the thing, you know, of course. Probably going to make myself sound really old here, but what the F is this? Shane Dawson brand slime? Like I'm missing something. I mean, people were kind of like really offended, I saw on Twitter and things, that like the thing that they didn't understand the most was in the middle of this Shane Dawson controversy, Shane Dawson decided to release something that's targeted to the younger generation, if you know what I mean. And people were like, this is really interesting, right? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Someone said he got really into making slime and playing with it. He said it helped his anxiety and stuff, so I guess he decided to sell some. He talked about it in the Jeffree Star series. Someone said Zachary Michael. Zachary Michael made it to the Reddit thread. I love Zachary. Zachary Michael said his brand is root beer and pigs. And can I just tell you, what I love most about Zachary Michael is his dog Judy. So, hey Judy, a little shout out to you. Because you know that's my favorite name in the entire world. And the fact that he has a dog named Judy makes me so happy. But anyway, whatever your personal opinions of him are aside, I don't really care because he's been a good friend to me. So, someone said, Zachary Michael said his brand is root beer and pigs. We should have known something was up. Oh, he did a video about the slimes. I forgot. And I died. Someone said root beer's pigs, laziness. Right? Oh, my Lord. Woo! Well, I'll read it. Right? Root beer, pigs, laziness, racism, and hobo jokes. We were definitely fools. Someone said pity. His slime release was supposed to be huge. Someone said, hold on, root beer scented? Someone said, I didn't even notice that. It goes on and on and on. People are like, the sale going on right now is massive. I can finally buy that pig nose wallet thing and chance the import duties and customs. I started reading this comment and I needed to stop it. So someone said, I ended up buying stuff when all this launched. I didn't know about Shane's past. I started watching when he was doing food videos. Anyway, I'm mad at myself for buying his merch before everything came out because I need to be honest. I think his merch is super cute. And the merch is comfy and or real cute in person. Why did they have to make it good quality, in my opinion, and adorable? I'm having a hard time. I'm not going to put money in Shane or Jeffree's pockets. But man, do really want it all. Someone said, big mood. Everything is on sale now. And I honestly really want another pair of joggers and another hoodie. They're so comfy, but I really don't want to give him any more money. It's a sad time. I wish I could just buy his stuff from someone else. LMAO. I mean, do you? I think people forget sometimes, like, when we wear merch from people or like a concert t-shirt or whatever from a brand, okay, like you are representing the fact that you support that brand or that person or that musician or whatever, right? So anyway, I mean, you're going to have to decide whether or not you're okay supporting Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson and whoever else out there has merch. I mean, I think it's something that we should think about, you know, before we're putting money in anybody's pocket, whether it's for a makeup palette or a cell phone case or a sweatshirt or a backpack or whatever. I mean, whoever, you know, think about the fact that, you know, what do you think about this person? I mean, do you support them? And that's one of the things I think is like the most surprising to me is when people talk about separating the artist from the artistry or the artist from the merch and things like that. Like, oh, I think that this is so cute. I really want this, but I don't support them as a person. Well, absolutely you do support them as a person because this is their venture. And if this is their venture, then you're supporting them, right? So like, that always is very confusing to me when people say that. It's like, you can separate it, but where do you think that money's going? I'm just asking, like, because if you say you don't support the person, but when you buy that indirectly, it's either going to go towards more units sold so they get reordered later, or you're buying it directly from them. I mean, it is going to them in some way, shape, or form, you know, and indirectly, if you're wearing it or using it, you're supporting them as well by, you know, showing that. So that always is very confusing to me, but hey, you do you. You do you, okay? Now, in 2021, I think it'd be you do your neighbor, okay? You do your neighbor in 2020, but now it's just you do you. Family friendly. Anyway, let me know what you think about all that stuff in the comment section below. Don't forget to use my code PETER, for 50% off adamandeve.com, because it's the holiday season, the season of giving. And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.